The Great Barrier Reef is already dead. Partly dead. Huge areas have become an underwater graveyard. White, gray, slimy coral where a bright living world used to shine. And every year, this dead zone grows faster. I uploaded major reports into AI from the IPCC, UNESCO, and the Australian Institute of Marine Science. And this is the conclusion the AI came to. If ocean warming continues, the Great Barrier Reef may become unrecognizable within the next 10 years. We may be the last generation to see it alive. Some studies say around half of the coral has already been lost. Half of one of the greatest living structures on Earth. Imagine if half of Yellowstone burned down and the world just kept scrolling. In recent years, the reef has faced several mass bleaching events, waves of death, one after another, with almost no time to recover. The Great Barrier Reef stretches for more than 1,400 miles along Australia's coast. It can be seen from space and is larger than New Mexico. But it is not just a tourist attraction. It is a living system made of billions of tiny animals and a home for fish, sea turtles, rays, sharks, and countless other creatures. It is an underwater city millions of years old, and that city is dying in front of us. The enemy is almost invisible. It is not a ship, not a hunter, not an explosion. It is heat. When the ocean gets just 1 or 2 degrees warmer, corals begin to suffer. They turn white because they lose the tiny algae that give them color and food. Without these algae, coral becomes white like bone. It may still be alive, but it is starving, weak, and close to death. If the heat lasts too long, the coral dies quietly, with no sound and no scream. The scariest part is that the reef can still look beautiful while it is dying. The water may still be clear, tourists may still dive. From above, everything may seem normal, but under the water, slow death is happening. White corals turn gray, then brown, then get covered with algae, like old graves covered with moss. Fish leave, small creatures disappear. The underwater city becomes empty. It is like a fire without flames. It burns with temperature, and there is no easy way to put it out. And this is not only about beauty. If the reef dies completely, a whole ecosystem will collapse. Fish will lose their homes. Coastlines will become weaker against storms. Millions of people who depend on the reef for work, food, and tourism could lose their future. Can we still save it? The honest answer is partly. We cannot bring back everything already dead, but we can still protect what remains if we act now. First, we have to slow ocean warming. Less pollution, less burning of coal, oil, and gas, and a faster move to clean energy. Second, we have to protect the water around the reef, because dirty runoff and waste from land make weak corals even weaker. Third, we have to limit harmful tourism and fishing. The reef is not a decoration. It is alive, and every careless touch is like hitting someone already wounded. Scientists are growing stronger corals and trying to repair damaged areas. But they are not magicians. No one can rebuild an entire underwater world by hand if the ocean keeps getting hotter. And here is the real horror. The reef will not disappear in one day. There will be no breaking news saying, "Today, the Great Barrier Reef died." It will fade quietly, year after year, piece by piece, so slowly that many people may simply get used to it. First, there will be less color, then fewer fish, then less life. And one day, children may look at old photos and ask, "Wait, was this real?" Maybe that is the scariest part. Not that a miracle is disappearing, but that we can watch it die and still keep scrolling. The Great Barrier Reef is still alive. It is wounded, but not dead. It stays silent only because corals have no voice. You still have time, but almost none of it is left.